Anyway, I was watching some reality shows this weekend. It's usually what I do on the weekends besides post videos on YouTube as a way to relax and unwind before having to deal with more school the next day. So, I was watching some shows. One of the shows I was watching was America's Smartest Model. Smartest Model. See, the smart part is covered for that show. There's Ben Stein. The model part, I'm not exactly sure. But they have like Mary Alice for that. And I know Mary Alice wasn't a model. At least I don't think she was a model. I think she's like some editor or publisher or creative director of some magazine somewhere. But anyway, I do know, however, she has an affinity for the male models. That's all I'm saying. But like I was watching an episode and they were like the losers had to go through this like obstacle course or something. Like there were like these two groups. One group could like change in this dressing room and then they can just like go down the runway. Then there was another group who had lost like the day before and they had to go through a whole obstacle course not to mess up like their clothes. Like they had to go across some mud and water and all this other stuff and go through tires and spin around 5 times and then get on the runway and walk. And the losing team were all males. And so they was going down the runway, like they kept saying stuff like, he looks mad, he looks perturbed, you know, he's sassy, he's this and that. But at the same time, it was the exact same facial expression each time. You know, it's like male modeling is pretty much about clenching the jaw and that blank kind of intense stare. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, and after the thing was over, the guy who was like accused of all this like weird facial or expressions or whatever, he was the one who actually said it was about the clenched jaw. And then the judges, Mary Alice, was like, who told you that? I just wanted to be like, every male model ever. God, it's like you're supposed to be like some magazine runner and you don't know how male models do it. Anyway. Like there was this other judge there with her and like he was just basically saying stuff and then she was just basically agreeing, which was odd. But anyway, there's this guy on there, his name was Pickle. He got sent home. Something about he came down the runway and opened up a jacket and closed the jacket and they said it was like Chippendales. It was no way, shape, or form Chippendales. It was like he opened up the jacket and then closed it back. It wasn't like he was like had no shirt on underneath it or something. He was like it was like a coat and then like a vest underneath it. He just opened it up and closed it back. It wasn't Chippendales at all. And I was like, and they accused him of having that same like those weird expressions or whatever. And I was like, it's the exact same blank, intense stare. There are no emotions. I don't know where you were pulling these emotions out of. It must be out of your butt because obviously you're not really looking. It's just odd. It's like they were just making stuff up. Anyway, in America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks. Yeah, I'm talking to you. There's like this thing they keep talking about. It's like the signature walk and like a silhouette thing. There's no such thing as a signature walk. I'm sorry, but I don't see it. There's the strut and stomp and the stride and glide. Your body type and shape determine the rest of your walk. That's the only thing that can make it signature. Like Tyra Banks and Kate Moss can do the exact same walk, but it will be completely different because Tyra Banks has a body and Kate Moss is like a stick. So there's this whole signature walk thing I really don't understand. I don't get that. I'm like, there's not a signature walk. And oh yeah, then like the I Love New York thing. Like I Love New York 2 and The Flavor of Love. There's only a Flavor of Love 3. Those shows are not going to work. First off, New York keeps saying over and over and over again, I'm looking for love, I'm looking for love. Yet VH1 came to her with the show. Then, you know, there's another proof the reason that these shows will never work. Flavor of Love 3, I Love New York 2. There's probably going to be another I Love New York just as soon as this one is over. But anyway, that was my reality show recap, and I'm going to bed now. Goodbye.